What's going on, guys? It's Armour, and Under Armour was very nice enough to send me a pair of these. These are the Drive 4s. It's basically the fourth version of the Clutch Fit drives, but they just took the Clutch Fit name out of it because, as you can see, there's no clutch fit. But yeah, these are the Drive 4s, and I actually went to the park. I played in these for about an hour and a half. I took some up close shots of them. And then last night I went to the gym and played another 2.5 hours with these. So today I'm gonna be giving you a detailed look at them, as well as a very light performance review of the Under Armour Drive 4. So let's just get started with the thing that caught my attention the most, and that was the fit. It may just be me, but I really do feel like these are gonna be a very solid option for wide footers, because when I put my foot in these, and my foot, it's slightly wide. It's not super wide, but it's definitely not narrow, so I do think it's a little bit wider than most people. When I put my foot in these, not one area right out of the box felt tight. And that's pretty crazy, because usually I have to loosen up the laces for a brand new sneaker to fit my foot the way I like it to. But with these, I had to do the opposite. I had to tighten up the laces a lot for the materials to wrap around my foot the way I wanted it to. So if you're a wide footer, I would highly suggest you have these on your radar, because so far, this is a low riding shoe that fits pretty wide. And that's perfect for wide footers, because wide footers usually don't like to sit very high off their foot, and they don't like that wobbly feeling. These don't have that problem. They fit pretty low to the ground, excellent court feel, excellent impact protection, more on that later, and the fit is pretty wide. And also the materials, which is like this jacquard, not quite a knit, but soft mesh upper, is really conforming to your foot. You are gonna have to tighten them up, like I said, but overall, the fit in the Drive 4, very wide footer friendly. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is the cushioning. From what I can tell, this is a full length Micro G setup. I haven't looked at what Under Armour has these listed for, but I'm pretty confident this is full length Micro G, and that's absolute heaven for me, because if you don't know, Micro G is my favorite cushion setup that you can get on the market today. I just think it's the most versatile foam or cushioning ever. I think that it gives you great court feel, great impact protection, great step-in comfort. I mean, you get it all with Micro G, and for my personal taste, Micro G, it's the best. I like it better than Boost. I like it better than Zoom. As crazy as it sounds, Micro G is my favorite cushion setup of all time. And like I said earlier, it sits pretty low to the ground, the Drive 4. So you're gonna get a lot of great court feel, because like I said, Micro G gives you great court feel, and how low these sit to the ground, you're gonna really feel in control when you're playing with these on the hardwood, on the blacktop, wherever you play ball. And you're also gonna get great impact protection, that plush responsiveness that high explosive players really enjoy, like myself. So you're really gonna get the best of both worlds here, in my opinion. So far in my 3 to 3.5 hours with the Drive 4, the cushioning has been absolutely A1, no complaints whatsoever. I'm absolutely loving it. Let's move along to the next thing that caught my attention, and that has to be the traction, guys. Look at this pattern, full length herringbone. And not only that, look at how deep these grooves are. You're getting deep cut grooves with the Drive 4, and you know what that means, longer outsole durability. And on top of all of that, the closer I looked at the rubber compound with this outsole, the more I saw that the rubber compound is pretty durable. It's not extremely pliable. It has a little bit of give, which is great for indoor traction, but overall, I think the Drive 4s are gonna be great outdoors. I did test the traction outdoors when I was playing with them, and they work perfectly fine on a tennis court-like surface. As far as the indoor traction, like I said, I did play with these in the gym on a moderately dusty floor, and the traction was absolutely great there as well. Like I talked about earlier, this shoe sits very low to the ground. So with the great traction and the low riding feel, I felt very in control on all of my pivots and cuts. Now that I got all of that performance stuff out of the way, let me just touch quickly on the aesthetics of the Drive 4. I think Under Armour did a pretty good job here. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving these a solid like 7.5 to 8. I think it's a really good looking sneaker. I think it fits perfectly with what Under Armour has been trying to do lately, with the really futuristic sportswear type of look. You have a lot of straight lines, abrupt ends. I think that everything works well with each other. I'm really digging this medial side, especially the toe box area with this foam material. Those up and down lines is a really good look in my opinion. Overall, the Drive 4's aesthetics, I really am digging it. There's one area that I'm not really liking, and that's this collar area. I'm just not a fan of the way it looks. It reminds me of that one Nike sneaker I'm not really too sure about the name of, but it looks exactly like that in my opinion. And also the top edge of this collar was a little bit rigid out of the box. I thought it was gonna stab my Achilles, but when I played in it, that was not the case. So maybe this area broke in. I'm not really too sure what happened here, but it is a little stiff in this area. Overall, I'm just not digging this. So there you guys go. That was a light performance review of the Under Armour Drive 4. If you're interested in picking up a pair of these, you can head over to the links you see in the description box below. But I also want to hear your thoughts on the Drive 4 in the comments, so be sure to leave that. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. Stay tuned for a full detailed performance review of these in the coming weeks. My name's Jared. It's been great having you. Catch you in the next one. Peace. You know what that is.
It's gotta be the brain.
Chilled monkey brain.
Not gonna be able to do it.